Righty, welcome back, everybody. It's Uncle Byron. This is Stalker Vet versus Interloper Season 3. We are currently on day 212. 91% up here on the world explored so far. I'm sitting on a 49. The bear hide I had went bad, so I had to put it in a cabinet and delete it, sadly. I'm not in hunting mode right now. I'm on a mission, so we'll just continue on with that mission. Let him eat his lunch, and I'll just head on down this way. Hopefully he doesn't eat it too quick, or we'll be dealing with his dumbass. Yeah, basically back there, I crafted a new bow. So we got a 100% bow. I made some more arrows, so we're sitting on 15 arrows. 14, excuse me. I keep reading that wrong because it shifts when you move it. But anyway. So yeah, we got 14 arrows. I still have some fire-hardened arrows. We have what? Yeah, we have 8 of those and 14 regular. I fixed the gear all up the best I could, so we're 49 on the warmth, which is, 3 degrees lower than I had at 52, but because the bear hide was ruined, I was unable to fix it, and the bear skin coat's currently sitting at decent. So I might actually, just to preserve that, move that out. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that just for now. And we'll put the bear here. Just because I want to kind of spread the love a little bit. I don't need that getting any more ruin than it is. I don't have another bear hide stashed anywhere. I used the ones I had. So we're going to have to get a bear at some point and get a hide. So here we go, guys. We're on the journey over to Forsaken Airfield. Oh boy. I was more nervous about going back to Forsaken than I was Sundered Pass, to be honest with you. It's gonna be cold, cold, cold in Sundered Pass and Forsaken Airfield, though. So I'm gonna have to really watch my ass. But we'll take it. We'll take it as we get it, right? You can't really plan on the weather and the variables. You can plan on a plan. You can make a plan, but it doesn't mean you're going to execute it as you would like. Things just come up in this game.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Unforeseen. But we got the bunker done there in HRV, and I was very pleased with how that whole thing went. I was able to remember where the bunker was, so I could get a snow shelter down near there. No, that wasn't an accident. I knew the bunker was right there. Wanted to set up right there, and it worked out good. Playing games with these dicks. All right. Yeah, let's eat some food. There we go. We do have a pot with us, 80%. I do keep an eye on a percentage of those. You can repair it, but I don't have tools on me. I brought those 2 rabbit hides that are not done curing, but I can drop them wherever I'm going and let them cure up, and hopefully I can get my mittens fixed, because they're another issue. Either sitting, well, they're all right. Actually, it was the hat, wasn't it? No, I got those. Okay. God, can't even remember what the hell I repaired or not, guys. That's how bad I am today. I just want to get here and get this done. The biggest concern with Sundered Pass is, A, it's very cold. I'm expecting that on Interloper. I mean, obviously, I even said that when I was discussing it. I said it's going to be cold, and Stalker, I get up there and down pretty, you know, wouldn't say easy. You got to deal with Timberwolves. I mean, and with the wind and the weather the way it is there, you can't really depend on dropping down a fire. So it's going to have to be me versus them, and hope my aim is okay. And those are squirrely sons of bitches. They're hard to hit. Even when I got the rifle, they can be a pain in the ass. So, of course, there's no rifle in Interloper I'm referring to if I'm playing Stalker. I'm sure you guys that know the game know what I meant, but for anyone new watching, that's what I was talking about. You experienced players got to realize I have newer players that watch my videos, so if I explain things, it's not that I'm telling you guys, you know, if you're watching and you know that, that's fine. But if you're new and, you know, these people want to know these things. So, and I do have a few people that are either getting their feet wet again after a while being away from the game, and it's changed a lot. And I have a couple that are following that are new. So I have to appease everybody.
Feels like night is coming.
All right. We're here. See if there's any fuel out here. I gotta watch it right here because it can be a bear. I'm gonna drop the stinkies. No sense in provoking more than I need right now. See, if I had a hatchet, I could tear down this, but with the cold, it wouldn't even probably work. Not on Interloper. I have torn. I'll tell you what. I've never gone 200 plus days in a run and not tore down hardly any cedar or fir. But it's just very hard to do in Interloper because I don't want to drop down fires and waste matches on that shit. So I just am depending on sticks and cold and stuff. So yeah, I've already scoured this whole place. I'm not going to try to go any further than this right now. Half fatigued. It's starting to get dark. We're going here. And
if I don't warm up soon.
I really don't want to waste my coal. Hoping maybe this will be warm enough with the bedroll. If I get it to go down. It is, but barely. I'm going to do 1 hour, be safe. Oh man, we got an Aurora. Let's do 1 more hour. If I can push the maintenance yard, I'd be happy right now. The Aurora, it's risky traveling in it. But at the same token, it's not going to be bad weather-wise, right? So it's kind of a catch-22. It's risky to do this, but at the same time, you know, I can get some traveling done. So I'm just going to... There's the bear right there. I'm not messing with an Aurora bear, so I will run right here. I do have a smell about me, so I am way more attractive than Aurora. See how he's doing that stutter step thing? It's so we got him there, so that's good. I know where he is. So now I just got to worry about the other one that likes to path around up in this area and over here. So, plus wolves. I don't see any wolves at the moment. Doesn't mean they're not there somewhere. No, there's one right there. See him? So we're going to probably more than likely be dealing with him. Is what it is. Like I said, to travel to where I'm going is going to be a challenge in itself, right? Food. There's not a lot of food where I'm going to get the transfer pass. So I got to kind of try to get some bunnies and, you know, whatever I can come across that I can harvest. Like, I didn't really want to leave that stuff back there. He's taking off. Another benefit, and there is truth behind this. I read a post about it actually on the Hinterland forums. if you have the wolf skin jacket, it kind of it can scare the wolves if you're wearing it. And if you have it on the outside like I do, it's more effective than wearing it on the inside. And I wasn't sure about that, but I went and read, and according to the actual game team, that there's truth to that. So, because I have even noticed it while playing the game, when I have it on the outside, I get more wolves that flee when they see me coming than not. So, I kind of wanted to dig a little bit into that. I take advantage of the Aurora, because you do not want to be traveling this trek from Mystery Lake to Broken Railroad in a blizzard. There's not a lot of spots that are really overly protective. I'm low on fuel. I want to conserve my coal. I'm hoping to be able to get to the, that there's some coal and oh God, I don't even know. No, there's nothing really I can grab in Broken Railroad. There's the trip through, which doesn't give a lot of coal there. So this is going to be tricky. That was the biggest motivator for me deciding I was going to travel on this Aurora tonight. Now, there is going to be wolves going through this next part up here. I'm just going to have to deal with them. I got 5 coal, guys, so I mean, I have to be extremely frugal right now. And at the same time, I have to also stay alive, so circumstances kind of dictate what you're going to use. You can say, hey, I'm going to conserve on some coal, and then, you're in a whiteout blizzard and you're using your coal, right? All right. So this is just the very beginning of this whole phase. This is going to be a very huge challenge, and I know that. I'm going to be going to Forsaken Airfield, going to that bunker, so that's going to require food. It's going to require time and fuel and patience and perseverance, and it's going to test your skill set. So, well, my skill set right now. I'm not overly concerned about the weather as much as I am food, because yeah, it's both the Forsaken Airfield and Sundered Pass, they're cold, extremely cold. The coldest next, the new coldest king would have to be oh God, why can't I even think right now? You guys know what I'm talking about. For this region, it's Sundered Pass, and well, pretty much all 3. Zone of contamination's cold too. I've been caught in some shitty ass nasty whiteouts there many times, but at least there's roads somewhat you can follow along. Unless you're doing the storyline and you got to go off and look for the helicopter and stuff, that can get a little bitchy. You gotta be careful. All right, well, I expect something to come growling at me any moment now. All right, I got to concentrate, guys. So if I'm not talking a lot, that's why. I got to really pay attention here. I don't need my clothes getting trashed before I get there. Actually, I'm going to grab that just because it sticks. I need to preserve my my clothing as best as possible for when I get to Airfield and Sundered. If my gears, like I said in the previous video, and I did say this, it's going to depend on going to Sundered after Forsaken is going to depend on what shape I'm in. If I'm not ready for it, I'll wait. I mean, I'm in no rush. It's not going nowhere. I'd rather be prepared for it than not prepared for it. I'm not going to push it just because I need to get it done. If I cannot do it or I don't feel comfortable doing it with my current gear set, I'm not gonna. I'll just put it off and come back later. So if I have to spend time in Milton or somewhere else to gather up hides and stuff, that's what I'll do. Because there's a lot of rabbits in Milton. There's wolves. There's deer all over. It's just it's a good place to go hunting on Interloper. Coastal highway is too. So Coastal highway has the added bonus of, you know, just like Mystery Lake, it has, you know, fishing huts. So if you're I haven't done any fishing yet, if you guys noticed. It's like I said before, I'd rather, like, you know, scrape my nuts with a frickin' dull cheese grater than do that. I just do not like fishing, man.
I'm too cold to think.
My least favorite thing in the long dark to do is go fishing. It just bores the shit right out of me. In Interloper, it's worse because your chances of getting good fish are a lot less. Once you get it leveled up, it's fine. But, you know, the starting phases, I mean, you just snap, and you snap shit, but it's just a pain in the ass. I did attempt it in Interloper a few times, and I just didn't like it. What I would do is I'd start a start in, like, Mystery Lake, right? And I'd run over there, and I'd spend a little time. I'd gather up what I could, and I would just test fishing. That's all I did. And then I would delete that save. So, and it was just, yeah. I mean, you know, 6-7 hours of fishing and nothing. You know, and that was 4 or 5 frickin' fishing lines snapped later. So it's just starting out as a pain in the ass. I have, however, read books and got it up to, you know, I'm 2.5, so once you hit 3, it starts getting a little bit better. All right, we're doing good here so far. The Aurora it's a, you know, I agree with people like Zach that say don't travel in the Aurora. However, I think it's a circumstance, right? Or where you're traveling in the Aurora. Like, I wouldn't travel through a thickly settled, you know, like Black Rock, right? I'm not gonna be running around in an Aurora, and if I do, it'd be something close by, right? So what circumstance are you in when there's an Aurora will dictate whether you should travel or not. In this case here, yeah, it's risky because there's wolves, but yeah, see, I got 2 right here. And I really got to concentrate. I'm squinting my eyes hard here, guys. I got to make sure I get the son of a bitch. There's 1. All right. There's 2. All right, man. Sweet deal. I am going to put a fire down. Because of the meat. I need the meat. I want the food. Sadly, I'm going to have to drop a coal on this and some sticks, but that's fine. I don't need their hides. I don't need their guts. I want food.
Come on, little fire.
All right, I'm going to do a coal. We're just going to do this number here. See what that heat comes up. Yeah, it's already up, so that's great. Let's go ahead and grab meat. I'm not going to be walking very good, but I don't have that much further to go. So. Okay, that's guy number 1. Well, he don't have a whole lot on him either. That's fine. I'd eat a little bit. That wind, yeah, just blew it out. So we'll leave this stuff here. When I come back through, we'll have a fire pit ready to go and some calories, right? Because it's coming back through here is gonna probably need it. I'm gonna leave this stuff here. I'm gonna keep the cook stuff because I can walk a little bit, so I don't want to. All right, I have feathers, so I'm not too worried about those. I'm gonna push right down through. I don't even think I'm going in that maintenance yard. There's nothing in there. I already robbed a lot of the wood and a lot of the coal and stuff through there. So let's just push the cave. Just in case. I knew it. All right, I gotta concentrate. Can't be fucking my gear up. All right, a little bit off, but I'll take it. All right, another one. That's 3. I'm not fucking playing games, guys. I was pissed off about that hole. I was getting kind of not cocky, but I was getting a little bit comfortable. And that was a wake-up call, so I am not fucking around from this point forward. I'm giving this shit the best I can, man. That's what I'm doing. That was a huge wake-up call.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Like I said, I've already looted this path too. There's not many little nuggets I've left behind. So yeah, I've already been in here. I just didn't open the hood for some reason. Or maybe I did and the game closed it. I've never seen it do that, but it's possible. It is possible. All right now.
I think I need to lie down.
Took some hit to the condition, but all things considered,
I'm not sure I can carry much
not
more.
bad. So I'll take it. I don't need my bow in here. If anything, I'm going to need this. I don't have a lot of fuel. I've already looted flares and stuff through here. So sadly, this is going to probably use some matches. I do have some torches, a couple sticks I can harvest.
God.
But I got to get through here. I'm able to move pretty decently, though, so that's good. I'll try to find any coal or anything that might be through here, but I'm pretty sure I got most of it. There's only a couple little ones here or there through here anyway. Trying to really apologize if you can't see that good, but I have to get through here. I have to get down to where I can get a, because look what time it is. I mean, it's already way later than I wanted to, but big, you know, if you think about it, we left Mystery Lake and here we are approaching toward the, I'm going to push. The temperature's still down, even inside. We're at, you know, feels like 16 degrees in here. So I'm taking some hit to my condition still, and when that fatigue meter drops, it's gonna get worse. So I want to get where the bedroll. I should be fine with the bedroll. It'll be close, but if I have to start a fire, I'll have to start a fire. I don't want to use my coal, but let's get through here. This Aurora should be ending too soon, so. I want to plaster my fatigue, but. It's a long trip, guys. Let me tell you. I think tonight I'm going to have some celery, and I'll cut up some fresh celery. I got some nice crispy celery in there. I'm going to cut it up into pieces, and I got some homemade ranch dressing. And I have some hot wings. Hot wings with celery and ranch. I like blue cheese, too, though. A lot of people don't, but I love it. If it's got to be good blue cheese, though, not that cheap shit that you made pre-made. You want to get it from somewhere where it's made fresh. Or make it yourself. It's not really that difficult to make blue cheese. I can make homemade ketchup, mayonnaise. I can make my own butter. I can jar foods. I can make jams and jellies. I was lucky enough to grow up in, in 1970 when that skill set was still available in some people, and I learned. I picked up. I paid attention. And those are skills that are crucial. Because you can jar meats, Let me go back here. Throw this down for giggles and see where we're at. It's not that bad right here.
Too tired to think straight.
We're blocked by the wind. I'm gonna try to just sleep. I'll limp sleep though. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna end the run dying in a cave. Well, tunnel. Alright. Well, let's do a couple hours. Let's make sure we're safe. Okay. Do 2 again. Wow, that Aurora went deep at late. It was like getting sunny up when it was still going. I could probably sleep, but I'd rather do this. I'm not going to take any chances killing, dying sleeping. Not a good way to end a run, Geez, how'd you die in that 200-day run? Oh, I slept. Like when my last Interloper, Series 2. Sundered Pass, sleeping in a cave. Next to a fire even. And I still died, so I'm not, taking any chances of doing this risque kind of thing anymore. I know this spot's warm here by this door because I've used it in Stalker many times coming through here. Of course, Stalker, it's pretty warm through this entire tunnel, really, to be honest with you. All right, so we are at midday, and it sounds kind of crappy out there. I did want to try to score some more food. I mean, I got food on me. Let me eat these tidbits. Get the hell out of my bag. We'll go ahead and munch this wolf here. I'm going to drop that lovely 56 calories for future me. Get my bow at the ready here. I got the cracked arrows. That's good. All right, down we go, guys. Oh. I'll see Mr. Wolf. It's kind of odd. Usually he's always here. Trying to put and pop my bung. Make sure I'm not overlooking him. Might be some rabbits up ahead. And there is, so I'm going to get those. and switch arrows. I did grab the rose hips and stuff that I had stashed, so we have plenty of teas. I'm not gonna worry about those. I've grabbed more mushrooms as well. I'll tell you. All right. Ptarmigans are up there, though.
Heavy to carry.
Wow, my drink's empty. Plate layer shortcut. There is a way to go up, if I went the other way, up where the train car is, you could go up and shortcut. But I suck at it, so I just go this way. Plus, there might be some coal in here. Piece right there, I think. Yep. And as usual, phone. Hang on a second. I gotta look. Alrighty. Hey, stop that. Getting goofy on me.
Really walk with this much
Didn't want to
gear.
waste a match, but I gotta be able to see. Plus, I'm a little heavy. Well, not a little heavy. I'm heavy. It's kind of weird how it does that. Isn't it? Isn't that weird? Kind of cool looking, though. And I could get Sundered Pass out of the way. But the thing is, when you do this last one, he sends you to Sundered Pass for the Rudiger stuff. So it'd be silly to go there first. I'd rather go get the last bunker. And then go there. No coal. All right, let's just go out. We are heavy though, boy. Almost 12 pounds of sticks on me don't help, but hey. I'd rather be a little bit slow and be out of fuel.
Carry this load for much longer.
Got to kind of balance these things out, I've been noticing, so. Yeah, I doubt that I'm going to be able to keep a torch going. I cleaned up a little bit of a mess in the kitchen, so I'm good. Got some dishes I got to do, but they're in the sink organized, so. Heat up some water, get those done. I like to wait until I have some. I clean them off first. I don't just leave them, you know. Obviously, I don't throw them in the sink dirty, but they're all wiped off and stuff. I just have to, you know, wash them. So I got to heat up some water, but I like to have, you know, a little bit. So I'm not heating up water for, not going to heat up the, you know, run a 1500 watt heating element for, you know, 4 dishes. You know, that'd be kind of silly. I am going to go out there, though, after and fill this bucket up and take a shower, though. I think that'd make me feel a little bit better. Don't really have the energy to do it, but gotta take care of yourself, you know? Well, all in all, guys, that was pretty cool. I mean, we thwarted the Aurora attacks. I didn't lose any gear. I didn't get eaten. I didn't get into a frickin' fight with a bear. So I would say it went well. Normally I'd be grabbing that torch, but we have a weight issue right now. I just want to get the hell through here. It's probably going to be a wolf. I'd love to grab that rabbit too, but there could go. I'll let him stay busy with that. We'll just meander on our way here. We'll take advantage of the situation, right? He's eating the rabbit, so we'll just continue on. Hopefully we can get far enough down where he'll just leave us the hell alone. That would have been a pretty cool thing, though, right? I could have. He killed the rabbit. I could have got him and then had wolf and rabbit, but this food is going to be an issue. That's all I got. But I'm hoping to get some hunting in when we get to Forsaken, as long as the damn weather's not, and it usually is just insane there. So I'm just gonna hope for the best, man. The thing that concerns me the most is the lack of coal heading over here. And I could have did some runs for coal, but I would have had to run around. I would have had to go to, like, you know, transition from you know, Pleasant Valley to Mystery Lake, you know, through the dam, go that way and go through that cave and get coal, and then hit the, you know, PV to Coastal Highway cave, and, you know, go even a step further and run over to Desolated Point, grab all the coal through that cave, and then backtrack and stash stuff, take coal with me. But that's the giant undertaking, so just gonna, you know, take advantage of this fact that I'm not even gonna say it. You know what I'm talking about. Just look around, look at my temperature, and I'll take advantage of that. Not gonna say the word because the game kind of knows the hell I'm talking about, I think. Getting to that wrap-up point too almost already. It's already going on almost 47 minutes, man. It goes quick. Got it other night when I hit an hour and 5 minutes. I was like, my God, it didn't even feel like I was in that run or that video for like 10 minutes. Next, you know, I'm looking down and it says an hour and 5. I'm like, yeah, not good, man. Well, I mean, it's good, but it's, you know, not good at the same time. Hopefully these are recording in the correct format because I had to change the settings to do some subsistence. So, well, I should be all right. I had a separate you know, profile for it, but when it borked out, remember a week ago I had that problem where I had 2 days of hell. So I just got to make a new one so that each one has its own. I don't have to change anything back and forth. Just change it to the proper game and go. Apologize, you can't see you guys, but I don't want to pop off the mats unless I absolutely have to. My lantern's really low on fuel. I'm pretty sure I left some fuel in Forsaken, though. I can't remember. I think I did. I think I left some fuel in the basement in the hangar.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
All right, cool. Oh, do I have the video going? Uh-oh. It didn't upload that last series. It better not have borked the video, man. Oh, boy. Said, and I've never had to do this. Says, oops, something went wrong. I'm gonna have to re-upload that, man. Are you shitting me? Man, hopefully there's nothing wrong with that video, man. I was super happy with how that episode came out. It's not going to apply to you guys because if you're watching this one, then it's already up there. So, but right now I'm trying to upload the video before this one, which was when I went to Hush River Valley to do the bunker, and I was really, really happy with that run. It just come out, everything worked out good, and I was uploading it when I was, you know, because I figured I'd get that taken care of while I was playing or recording this one. That's what I normally do. And I just popped out real quick and looked, and it's stuck in the big screen. It says, oops, something went wrong. So I'm going to have to close that out and see what happened and re-upload it. What I'll do is I'll check the video, too. Oh, boy. I have some software, if you get a video that you suspect might have a problem or something, it'll actually check and repair it if it can. I've been using it for a long time, you know, back when I was into like music videos and movies. So see, my old pirate days way back when have paid off. You know, when the entire world was pirating movies and Napster was around, you know, stuff like that. I haven't done that in years. God, since 93 or 4, I just stopped doing it. I had, you know, I just went out and bought CDs and movies, because back then when they had Blockbuster and VHS tapes were still around, you know, it was pretty easy to buy movies cheap, because what they do is they'd rent them out and then they'd put them up for sale in the used bin, and you could go in there and you could get a movie for like $2. You know, and there was nothing wrong with them either. They were just rented, you know. So, you know, you'd get the cassette with the whatever rental place, usually Blockbuster. We had some local ones in my area, though. I still have their card. It was called E Street Video. And I still have my gold card. I was a gold card member. It gave me 30% off all my rentals, but so I'd go in there and buy them there, you know, $2, you know. And what we used to do is take the rental movies and put it and buy a blank VHS tape, because we had a double VHS player recorder. And I'd stick the movie in and you record it. And then they started putting anti-piracy stuff, but there was ways around that too. So you just had to know how to do it. Some of it got pretty intense though later on, and it got really hard to do that even anymore. But it's it's legal to copy your own movie. You know, you paid for it, you could legally copy it. It's when people were bootlegging movies as new. You know, like people literally go in a movie theater with a really good quality camera and record the actual screen, and you could tell too when you got a bootleg back then. And I had a cousin of mine that actually was doing that. He was buying bootlegs and renting them at his store. And they were just, you could tell. I mean, you could sometimes even hear people in the theater, you know, or you could just tell by the way it looked and the way it sounded that it was some, you know, remote microphone that was recording it, and the picture quality sucked. Yeah, my lappy's running on top speed right now. Reminds me, I gotta clean the fans off on this thing. Actually, when I get done with this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get my water heating up for my shower, and I'm gonna clean my clothes, shut the computer down, let it cool off when I'm showering, and I'll come out and I'll vacuum the fans off and stuff. Clean around this desk some and put it in a better spot that it's in right now. And because moving it around to record, I have to slide one side of the desk back and forth. It creeps across the floor, so it doesn't stay in the same spot. This whole thing is kind of crazy. And I was gonna pop him, but he took off. That's all right. I don't really see a lot of food in here. I heard one over here. Could grab acorns. I do have where are you little shit? I hear you. Where are you? I can't be screwing around down here long while my condition's starting to dwindle a little bit from the cold. I can't run at all, so I'm just gonna head down this way. Play it safe. Yeah, I don't like my conditions. It's like at 80%ish, so I'm gonna push down here. Got some more ptarmigans to my left too. Well, that's good to know. What I could probably do is I can go up here, and when I get myself situated, maybe take a trip down here and see if I can't get a couple. Got most of the cattails already. There might be some lingering like through there and over there and stuff, but I did see some cattails over there. Oh, wrong button. My keyboard's crooked right now because the leg flipped over. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scour a little bit through here. I think maybe there's ptarmigans. I don't need them, but not a lot of meat on them. But there is cattails. I see some on this side and down there. Yeah, so I'll get those. The more the merrier. Maybe I'll spend a little time just scavenging through here and get what resources I can. All right, that was a good push, guys. Made it from Mystery Lake to here. We slept in the tunnel on the stairs and scored a couple rabbits. Killed 3 Aurora wolves. And still got my 49% on my clothing, which is awesome. Get these hides down in here. Maybe they'll finish up while I'm sleeping because the rabbit hides go pretty quick. Look at this. I even got some cured gut here. So I'll get these on the floor. Boy, they're 20%. Hopefully they don't go bad before I can use them. Had that happen a few times. So I'm going to drop what I can right now. Got a torch here. Got a torch here. This is where I cleaned the trash out here. I did. I want to move some of the stuff around. I like where it is. Hey, it's going to look goofy, but I like it better than, I feel like I can move now. And we'll go up there. We'll go up here. Yes, it will. Look at that.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, I can deal with this. Sweet. All right, guys, I'm going to call this episode here. So if you like what you see and you want to see more content, please consider subscribing and leaving me a comment and like and all that stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.